Mr. Toploaded Gaming, the fucking garden gnome who thinks he's intelligent.
Hey everyone, Trevor at Toploaded Gaming. So, in the past, we had covered the situation that happened between Darius and Radical Rick, and Overthink Gaming and 8-Bit Eric. You had false strikes that were being issued, and they seemed to be setup jobs done in the name of Eric and Overthink Gaming, meant to frame them as false flaggers. Now, new information has surfaced, and it seems to imply that this situation started actually on December 24th with Barnacles, Nerdgasm, and the Immoral. So on December 24th, this guy Immoral is live streaming, and what he's live streaming may, not be fair use. I really don't know what the guy was streaming. But what's more important is what happened in his chat. Now, Barnacles was in his chat, and he says, and when you make another one, I'll have that one taken down too. My community is already working on finding you. Now, the way I'm going to take that is there had to be some greater context where, Immoral was probably saying, if you get my channel banned, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to make another one, right? So, I think it's most probably he meant working on finding you, as in finding your next channel. That's just how I see what he's talking about here. But the way Immoral takes it is that he's talking about finding where, he lives. He's talking about doxing him. So Immoral responds, it says, basically, you're admitting to doxing. And Barnacles then says, well, I'm going to go back to watching my movies. My work here is done. You're obviously scared now. I'm not doxing anyone. I said my community. Wink. I don't control them. And the thing is, if you're not involved in doxing and you have some sort of moral stance against it, I don't see someone saying that. I see someone saying, I don't have anything to fucking do with doxing. I don't support doxing. I don't get my audience to dox. I don't support it in any way. That would be my response. If I had some sort of moral stance against doxing, that would be my response. It doesn't matter who it's to, especially your enemies. That would be my fucking response. Also on the 24th, Barnacles tweets out, everyone please report this video in the associated channel for bullying and abuse. The entire channel was created to attack John Hancock, who is a dear friend and an amazing retro gaming community member. He even ripped off my video with Hancock. John Hancock, you don't deserve this, and I'll do everything in my power to get the videos and the channel taken down for violation of YouTube rules of conduct and theft of content. Later that night, the video was taken down by Barnacles. Barnacles tweets again, the video was removed under copyright claim. Now hopefully they check out the channel and remove it. Now on December 28th, Barnacles finds out that Immoral just went and make a new channel and is re-uploading his content. And he tweets at YouTube, you guys just deleted a harassment channel yesterday, and the same person created a new duplicate channel and is uploading the same videos again. How can you combat the same person creating infinite channels? Is IP ban possible or signature? One important thing to note is since these stories and screenshots have surfaced, Barnacles deleted this tweet. So I'm not sure why he would delete that tweet if he honestly believes in all the things that he's doing here. Now on December 31st, Immoral received a strike for a live stream on his secondary channel from John Hancock. So from these public tweets and what Barnacles said in the guy's chat, I believe this guy weaponized his audience against Immoral. It's really not hard to see that that's what he did. So the thing is the situation between Eric and Darius, I thought that was the start of that whole thing. I'm really thinking it actually started on December 24th with Immoral and Barnacles. And even down to the strikes, to the strikes with D-Dave and Smash JT. This whole situation started on the 24th with Barnacules. The entire thing.
Somebody mentioned earlier that we should talk about John Hancock. He's actually a really good friend of mine. There's this like underground community that hates him and thinks he's dramatic because he's getting videos banned off YouTube because people keep creating channels where they just shit all over him and everything he's doing and attack him and attack his family and attack his children and attack his collection.
Jesus.
And attack his collection.
Jesus.
And so he started, at my request, I said, dude, start just copy. If people are stealing your content without asking for permission, and fair use does not cover critique, but it does not cover abuse, breaking of TOS. I can't just go download your video from YouTube and make a video, oh, look at this stupid fat fuck. God, he's so stupid and fat and fuck. Oh, this is covered under fair use. No, it's not actually, because that's not a form of journalism. That isn't objective. That is you just being a visceral piece of shit. I've been getting a lot of people coming to me saying, dude, you got to cover this channel on this John Hancock guy. He's getting people's videos false flagged and deleted. But they don't know the whole story.
Am I saying that Barnacules himself went and do any of this stuff? No, not all of it. He did go to Immortal's channel and strike him. That is just what happened. That is just what happened. But in his tweets, I think he is calling for people to take action. And the thing is these people are going to believe that they are fighting against bullying, what they perceive as bullying. So in their mind, they're justified. That's the thing. That's the difference, right? And if you don't think that a pool of thousands and thousands of fucking followers, that one person isn't capable of going that extra mile and doing something shady, I don't know what to tell you, but I've been on this platform since 2006, and I've seen people try and dox people, death threats, everything under the sun because of their opinion on a fucking movie or a video game. So I'm going to boil this down to what needs to be found out is what came first. At some point, Eric starts getting all sorts of fucking messages and spam shit sent to him. That started on the 5th. So when did Darius get this strike? Because his video wasn't uploaded until January 7th. But Eric got his shit sent to him on the 5th. That's when that started. So is the attempted doxing of Eric unrelated to this situation? Just some coincidence? Or is it a retaliation towards the strike he got? Well, when did Darius get that strike? When did Darius know that he had that strike? The thing that makes this, so hard to find out shit about is because both sides seem to be willing to do shady tactics on the other. So, who can you trust? Who's gonna tell you anything? Who's gonna admit to their wrongdoings? It's really imperative to know why was Eric really initially attacked. And the thing is Eric started getting this shit on January 5th, which is well before Darius put his video out. As far as, Barnacules having something to do with John Hancock and the strikes that he made, it's fair to say that, Barnacules didn't tell him to go in and strike down anyone that was using his clips and it was fair use. It's fair to say that, but the thing is, if you look at Barnacules' definition of what fair use is, it's kind of skewed. So let's take a look at his own interpretation of fair use. Now, if you have this guy telling all this shit to John Hancock, of course John Hancock's going to feel like Smash JT and D-Dave's video and Dave Dave's video, all Dave Parks, wasn't fair use. He's listening to this channel, who's a much bigger channel. Of course, John Hancock after that went and brazenly in his own name, strike these channels. Of course he did. But for Barnacules to act like, oh, well, I didn't want him to go and strike down channels that were fair use, by your own words, by your definition of fair use, Smash JT and D-Dave's video don't fall under fair use, but they are. They are fair use. They are instances of fair use, but by your definition of fair use, they aren't.
Oh, this is covered under fair use. No, it's not actually, because that's not a form of journalism. That isn't objective.
And I don't know if you're just not aware of H3H3's case and Sargon of Akkad's case as far as commentary criticism. We're 2 for 2, man. I think it's plain to see that Barnacules tried weaponizing his audience to do something. And once he set that in motion, once he starts asking for everybody to do something about this, he doesn't have any control on what his followers do. He doesn't. So it could be people that didn't like Eric that also, wanted to do something about this. And that's why they didn't care if they use Eric's name or not. I mean, I'm not going to try and make sense of what some random person who's a fan of Barnacules did against these other channels. But it is very possible that this is the reason all of this shit transpired. It seems all related. It's all related. From the December 24th, when Barnacules starts fucking saying all this bullshit and he starts contacting John Hancock, this is how everything else transpired. Whether it's retaliations and whatever happened, it's all connected. It's all a fucking house of cards just fucking tumbling down from December 24th. It's that fucking simple. Who's responsible? I don't know. I don't know. But it started on the 24th. It started on December 24th with Barnacules. Who was behind the false strikes? We may never know. We may never know. But I think it's possible that Barnacules, whether he meant to or not, put them in play. I think it's possible. Am I saying that that's what happened? No. I don't know. But it seems like I have a fuller picture now of what happened. Well, until next time, this is Trevor at Toploaded Fucking Gaming.